What? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing a mukbang with my mom and my dad. I am so excited for this video. My family and I, we watch my mukbangs together sometimes, and my dad, while watching one of them, he was like, you know, it'd be really fun if we do one together. Hence this video. So today, this is not sponsored. We have some Cinnaholic cinnamon rolls. So Cinnaholic, I don't know if you guys have heard of them before, but they are a 100% plant-based vegan cinnamon roll bakery. You can get gourmet cinnamon rolls, and they have signature rolls, but they also have ones that you can make. You can pick your toppings and your frostings, and that's what we have here. So my mom got 3, my dad got 3, and I got 3. I have the list here of what we got. My mom got one with almond frosting, coconut and almonds. This one is peanut butter frosting with Oreos and cookie dough, and this one is the maple frosting with banana and chocolate chips. Then I got cream cheese frosting with cookie dough and Oreo cookies. Then their cake batter frosting with graham cookies, caramel sauce, and sprinkles. And their peanut butter frosting with peanut butter cups and jam. Then my dad got their, I'm pretty sure this is the raspberry frosting with blueberries and bananas, the strawberry frosting, I think, with blueberries and strawberries, and then the banana cream with blueberries and raspberries. I'm excited to start digging in. For this video, we are going to do some childhood stories. My parents gathered some stories and memories they have of me as a kid and growing up. I don't know what they have in store for me, so let's get started. Let's start with like eating one first, because I just really want to try this. I'm gonna try the cream cheese frosting with Oreos and cookie dough.
Raspberry frosting with blueberries and bananas.
Almond frosting with almonds and coconut.
All right, I'm just gonna go for it. We have forks and stuff, but
I hope we have napkins.
we have
Yeah, we have
napkins.
those too.
Okay.
I want a fork. I'm a wimp.
Oh my gosh, look at the bottom of this.
Excuse
Oh,
me.
sorry.
Holy crap, look at that. Oh my.
How'd you get it out? Mine has frosting gooping. It's like sitting in the frosting too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm making a mess here.
You're making a mess.
Maybe I should, oh, that frosting is amazing.
This is insane.
Yummy.
Oh, wow.
Look at that cream cheese frosting.
That is fantastic.
So good.
Well, I'm gonna get diabetes.
Here, I'll trade you.
Mmm, that frosting is so good. That almond frosting.
Ooh.
Did you get some of mine?
Not yet.
Mm. Wow, that strawberry frosting is so good.
Is it strawberry or raspberry? I think it's
Raspberry.
I'm really fruity. I love fruit of all types. So you see, mine kind of focuses on fruit, from the frostings to the toppings.
You can tell what I like.
Watch this.
Why didn't I do that? That's so
Wow.
good.
And rich.
That was very good. I
Impressed.
need a napkin.
Let's just
forgot.
get all the napkins right there. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Let's just try all them first, then we get into the stories. So next, I'm gonna go for my birthday cake with graham crackers and sprinkles.
Mine's peanut butter frosting, cookie dough, and Oreos.
Strawberry frosting, strawberries and blueberries. I got blueberries in all 3.
I think I'm gonna use my fork this time.
Mmm.
Wow.
Mmm. Holy goodness.
Can't let that strawberry go to waste.
Oh, I have a little secret Oreo in this one, even though I didn't put Oreos on this one.
Trade. How'd you get your mouth over this, Ton?
I didn't. I had to squish my whole face in there.
Who wants to trade with me? What's this one?
Strawberry.
I like peanut butter, but not typically on things other than sandwiches or a spoon. But that is really good.
Whew.
The birthday cake one?
Mm-hmm.
Mmm.
Wow. This,
Caramel is really
we're gonna
overpowering.
got frosting underneath these on my hands now.
We're gonna all need to take a shower.
That is really good.
Okay, and my last one is, this one has peanut butter frosting, jam, and peanut butter cups on top.
Mine is maple frosting with banana and chocolate chips.
Banana cream frosting, strawberries and blueberries. Sorry, raspberries and blueberries. Did I say strawberries? Just realized.
They're melted. That is so good.
I got some on my face.
This is unreal. This is heaven. I'm dead, but I'm not mad about it.
My word.
That banana frosting is so good. Maple?
I'm not sure that I would guess it was maple.
Your mom is going to like that one. Definitely.
I could guess that's maple. That's really good. Reese's. And it's not Reese's, but the peanut butter cup.
There you go.
Wow.
Oh.
It's so good, right?
May I? Yeah, I'm just gonna grab
stealable
it.
one.
I told you.
Oh
She was
my
going to go for that
gosh.
one.
I'm gonna go for this birthday cake.
Well, stories.
Who wants to start?
I actually have my computer set up over here because I pulled in a bunch of pictures. Pictures help with some stories. And some pictures, there's not really a story. They're just cute pictures of Cambria that I want to throw in.
So I haven't seen any of these pictures, but I will pop them on the screen as he talks about them. But before you start, I just need to show them this. That is the center of the birthday cake one. And they're still warm. Oh my gosh.
So Cambria is the type that has always had a motor inside of her constantly running, and that has made her be a very fun person to be around.
Motor's a good way of putting it. A lot of energy. A lot of energy.
Yeah.
This doesn't help.
Well, you got to burn that energy off. First picture is just really a cute picture of when she was a toddler, our superstar. She's wearing her star glasses. It's one of my favorite pictures ever. I have a lot of favorites though. Another picture, her with her sisters. But she and her sisters are very close and they have a great relationship. In fact, she's probably on the phone several hours a day.
Maylee and I were already on the phone for 3 hours this morning, and a couple days ago we were on the phone for 5 hours straight.
When she was younger, and even now, she used to write more, but she likes to write. She loves everything artistic, and her stories have always been a lot of fun. Well, we brought in a story.
Ooh, my favorite story.
No!
This is from when she was
I was probably 8, 9.
8 or 9 years old.
This story, I saw it. This foreshadowed my future. You can read it if you want.
And she even illustrated it after she wrote it. The Big Banana. Written and illustrated by Cambria DeVries.
I thought I was gonna be so famous.
Oh, I think it would make you famous for sure. Once there lived a girl. Her name was Sammy. She was a very nice little girl. She had a nice home and a nice family. But some things she really loved, but she never got. So, her life was not so happy. One night when Sammy was on her bed, Sammy's mom said, "Tomorrow is your birthday." The next day, Sammy's mom gave Sammy her first gift. She got a small banana. She wanted a big one, but she was still
Of course
happy.
she did.
When Sammy was about to take a bite, the banana grew and grew and grew. It was the best day of her life. But the banana said, "Hello, baby."
Ew!
And then Sammy's mom smashed it with a pan. Sammy never wanted a banana again. The end. I love that story. So thank you for that story. It was the first of many. Lots of other stories.
I'm gonna dig into this one again.
So we called Cambria Angel Baby when she was a baby because she was an angel. She never cried. She was always happy. And this
Now
was
it comes.
accentuated by the fact that she followed her sisters. Maylee was a bit of a crier for part of the time. When she was an infant, Lindsay cried all the time. So Cambria was a welcome addition to the family. And she was our angel baby.
Not anymore.
Yeah, you are.
Still are.
Always also very high energy. This is a video and I don't know that we want to throw this other video in, but there was one time she was standing next to the
There's a buffet table behind our dining room table.
Yeah, and she was just standing there, and somebody was videoing her without her knowing, and she was kind of dancing around and drawing on something there. Yeah, and then she'd kind of back up and dance around, and then move forward again and draw some more, and then she'd hum and sing and back up and forward again and
I remember
draw
that
some
so
more.
clearly. I was drawing hamburgers and fries.
Oh.
And then when Mom asked you what you were singing, what did you say?
Expialidocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious from Mary Poppins.
But
So.
she said it was expialidocious. It was so cute.
I love that video.
Absolutely cute.
Yeah.
This is a picture of Cambria and her sisters. If you look, they've got in their hands plane tickets. They're sitting in their seats. This is the first time they've ever been on a plane, and this was our trip to China when we were moving to China. And they're watching the video at the beginning of the flight that tells about all of the safety features and things to the do's and
That
don'ts.
always scared me so bad.
And they're just sitting there glued to this video, holding their tickets. Didn't even need to have the tickets out anymore, but they're holding their tickets. Very much in anticipation for this new adventure, which it really was.
Oh yeah. Let me know if you guys want to see that mukbang.
Here's a picture in China, this next one. We loved as a family to go out and explore China. We would walk all over Shanghai. We'd take the subway, we'd take the ferry, we'd take taxis. We would just walk up and down streets. We'd find parks, we'd go on rides. I got a picture of that coming up too. Here's a video of us going across, going from eastern Shanghai to western Shanghai, known as Pudong and Puxi. And this ferry took us across, and this is a picture of their first ride across that river.
Such an adventure.
I love the ferry rides. We'd always sit like near the front of the ferry.
Going on to the next one. Okay, in China, there's two pictures here. You have to see the first one. She's sitting at this table near a lady dressed with a white outer coat, kind of like a baker's
Apron?
apron. That was the word I couldn't think
Oh.
of. And she's making dumplings. Cambria loved to watch people make dumplings or the noodles. And in China, a lot of the restaurants we went to, you could watch them. They would make them right there, fresh.
And some of them even let us help them make the dumplings. It was so cool.
Cambria, more than any of her siblings, loved to watch this. So in these two pictures you're going to see, you see her near this lady, and then she puts her head down and she's just completely laser focused on this lady making dumplings. It's so cute. And she would do the same thing with people making noodles. That's probably how she got opportunity to help make them, because she was so attentive to what they were doing.
But Japheth and I did it too, because Japheth was next to me at one time, and they were making these dumplings, and I was watching them because they would do it so quickly, and it was so cool.
And very precise, with little details and designs in the top of it.
And so Japheth and I were watching, and they were like, "You want to do it with us?" They were speaking a little bit of English, and so that's because I didn't know Chinese at the time. I still don't want to say about that, but it's okay.
You know
But,
some.
the Indian. But they were like, "Do you guys want to help us?" And we're like, "Oh, sure." And then they showed us how to do it. It was so fun.
That was dumplings?
We never helped make noodles, though.
The way they made noodles was almost, well,
Magical.
yeah, not anyone could do it. And they had little techniques that obviously had been practiced time and time again, and they made it look effortless. And they'd make the noodles, ends up being a whole bunch of strands, and they'd throw it in the pot of boiling water, and we'd have fresh noodles. Now, when we moved to China, Cambria was 4 years old. And at 4 years old, she learned to use chopsticks right away. I was so impressed with her. She did, her younger brothers struggled a bit more with it, but Cambria, right at 4 years old, she was using them. So these
Because
next
they're boys.
two pictures are also sequential. The first one, we're sitting at, this is actually the outside shot of the picture you just saw her standing and watching a man make noodles. We're out on the sidewalk, got a little table out there with some bowls of noodle dishes, and she's looking at the camera. But the next one, you can see her, she's kind of covered by Lindsay a little bit, but if you look closely, her hand is in there with chopsticks getting noodles out of the bowl in front of her mother.
There's actually a video that we have. It's too long to put in this, but we're eating at a family meal. My dad's recording, and we were at a restaurant, and I was using chopsticks, and then I kept dropping what I had, and you could see, I was so done. I was like, no. And so I picked it up with my fingers, and then Millie's like, Cambria cheated. And then I was like, I looked at the camera and I was like I did something so wrong. It was so funny.
Oh, so we are not chronological here, because the next story, I'm backing up to 2004, the year before we went to China. We went to Disneyland. Do you want to tell that story, Tom?
Oh no.
Now that you just put a bunch of food in your mouth.
We went into a gift shop, right?
Yeah, this is the end of the day at Disneyland. Had a wonderful day. It was absolutely amazing. We went over to where the stuffed animals were, and they had these little bins of stuffed animals with different prices. These are smaller stuffed animals for this price, a little bit bigger for this price, a little bit bigger for this price. So we pointed at the small one, and Cambria is, 3 years old at this time. We said, each of you can pick one from that bin right there. Well, Cambria didn't pick one from that bin. She walked over to the middle bin and grabbed a little bit bigger Simba. Typically, we would have redirected her, no, you need to pick from this one. But as soon as she grabbed the Simba, she lay down on the ground and cuddled up with it. Right there,
So
right in the gift shop.
Me just longing for love. Just kidding.
So her mother and I looked at her and said,
We can't not buy that.
exactly, we have to get that.
Because I have the best parents ever.
So she loved that Simba for a long time after that. Went with her to China. Oh my goodness, I haven't even finished one yet. I'm not very good at this mukbang thing, obviously.
Oh no, you're doing
But I've been
great. I
talking
feel
a
bad.
lot.
I'm just like sitting here eating and y'all are telling the stories and I'm just like, I'm feasting.
I think I should trade off. All right, next picture. This is a picture of Cambria. There's a lot of different parks in Shanghai that would have different types of carnival rides there. And we had fun trying them out. Cambria always had a good time, so I got an action shot of her on one of these carnival rides. All right, back on the lake.
Oh no. Ew. Who's that with?
Sheldon.
That's the story I told you guys about my last mukbang. There's evidence.
I caught this one at a good time as they're coming down off of a bump. Her hair's sticking up in the air. It's really cute. She loved to go out on the lake, being pulled by Grandpa's boat in the tube. Now, unfortunately, I didn't catch the action shot where she's actually flipping over. Did she end up in Sheldon's side? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't get that on film, unfortunately.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
We would take trips to an island south of China when we lived there called Hainan.
Just
And
picture like an Asian Hawaii.
we would go to a resort there, and they had fun activities to do at the pool at the resort. And they had this big transparent plastic ball that people can get inside and run around on the water. Not an easy task, but Cambria took the challenge.
And I failed.
She did just fine. Her dad has the funniest, most awkward shots of trying to run around in the ball. It's like being a giant gerbil in a running wheel, except I kept falling every time. Also down in Hainan, there was a wild animal park that we would go to, and we got to feed a lot of different animals: giraffes, elephants, monkeys. So these next pictures are from one of our trips here. She's feeding a giraffe in one of them. Her fingers are right next to the giraffe's mouth right there. And feeding sugar cane to an elephant. You can see the elephant's trunk coming up over the wall. And here's one where she's feeding a monkey. This was an interesting place. The last year we went there, I guess 3 different times. They didn't let us feed the monkeys directly like this anymore. I guess the
Because
monkeys...
they were getting too aggressive.
Yeah, the monkeys were getting too aggressive. So I remember this trip, I was holding a small section of banana right here next to me and letting them have the other fruits and other things we had to feed them more readily because I wanted to save this for, I don't know, I was going to pick out the little monkey somewhere. Well, the monkeys were smarter than I realized, and one of them came running from a distance, jumped off my leg, off my chest, and grabbed the banana out of my hand that fast. It was boom, boom, gone. Like, banana's gone.
Dang.
It was really fast.
Meanie.
We did one time also, she got to experience, we would go there during Chinese New Year, and this was at the opening of this festival. Now, Chinese New Year is a time of year where the old year comes to a close. It's similar to the Farmer's Almanac schedule, so it's the beginning of a new year, and there's planting schedules that are done around this. So it's a celebration for the prosperity and the good crops that came from the previous year, and then seeking for, and they pray to the local gods and also to their ancestors, seeking a good crop over the next year. Well, we went to a little village. This was a village where they're still using water buffalo to plow their fields, and we got to experience this whole celebration with them for a whole afternoon, and even eating lunch with them just right there in their home. It was absolutely amazing. And was it a dirt floor or was it a cement floor?
It was dirt.
Dirt floor. So it was a very, very humble setting. I appreciated my children seeing how blessed we are in the States and still learning to love and recognize the great things in other cultures and to an extent have those become part of our lives
The
too.
people there were so nice. They were
Beautiful
always
people.
willing to share, and they were so generous. And I remember when we were looking at family pictures at one time, there was a picture of me holding an Asian boy's hand.
Mhm.
Is that the same place?
It might have been there.
I get
don't know.
more boys back then than I get now.
We had a lot of interactions with the people. We actually tried to refuse the invitations, the multiple invitations to go with this family back to their village. They were very insistent, and so I thought it would be a great opportunity, a great experience for them, and it was absolutely fantastic. So, yeah. Yeah, Cambria's not in this next pic, but I just want to give you a little bit of a setting. We were with Tanya's twin sister and their family. They were visiting us in China. We're at a place called Yuyan Garden in Shanghai. It's a crowded area. In fact, this picture doesn't show how crowded it really gets. And we were going from shop to shop. You can see that there's a lot of different little shops here. And we lost track of Cambria. Now Cambria, as you saw
Love
with...
you guys, thanks.
It's not like that. At least I don't think so. I mean, as you saw with her... Yeah, I'm not sure what you're thinking. But she sometimes takes a little more initiative than maybe she should, where she went out and... I don't know how we got separated, but she did. I don't know if she went to watch people make noodles or make dumplings. I don't think that was it at all. We lost her. This is the most scared I've been in my entire life. Not knowing where Cambria was, this huge crowd of people, and it was actually... This picture's during the day. It was actually evening. Sun had already gone down when this happened, and I was panicked. We were going back to all the shops we just walked through, couldn't find her anywhere. Somehow, over the loud noise of the crowds and the vehicles and everything else going around this place, I heard in the background a loudspeaker, and they were announcing that they'd found a foreign child. I believe it was in Chinese, and I heard this and thinking, wait, could that be it? And they said, well, come. She's at an information or a help desk, and this is a large area, and I couldn't think of whether that would be, but I walked toward the center of this area, and I found a help desk, and there she was. You were eating something, weren't you?
I'm always eating something.
She was having her own, that was her first mukbang. But yeah, she was there, she was okay. Thankful that these people had found her and made that announcement. But thank heavens we were reunited with her, because that's, like I said, the most scared I've ever been. All of the ideas of what the worst things go through your mind of what could happen. Very grateful that didn't happen.
Well, thanks for finding me.
Thumbs up, double thumbs up.
Yeah, Cinnaholic is a little bit pricey, a lot of it pricey, but if you ever get the chance to, 10 out of 10 recommend. This was so good, especially for being vegan. Anyway, not saying that vegan foods can't be good, but...
Can I say something really quickly?
Yes, cool.
It's not necessarily really pricey. If you're getting one for a dessert or for whatever reason, one of them can be fairly filling.
Average
and
around
it's not
$5 probably.
Yeah, $5 to $6 with the toppings. That's not too bad. Now when you're getting 9 of them for a mukbang, then the price tends to get up a little ways.
Yeah, but we don't do this all the time, so not sponsored,
and
but
they're not
fantastic,
yeah.
Amazing. I was so impressed. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed. I know that I did. Hopefully my parents did.
Loved it.
This was so much fun. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you in my next video. Bye. I can't reach it, but there we go. Bye.